He left me because I loved creating content. I never imagined that something I loved, something that made me feel alive, would be the very thing that tore my marriage apart. My husband used to call me his sunshine. He said my laughter filled our home. He said he loved how passionate I was about the little things. And one of those little things was creating content. At first, it was just short videos, quotes, stories, thoughts from my heart. It made me happy. It gave me purpose. I felt seen. But to him, it was a problem. He'd say, "You're too obsessed with that camera," or "Why do you care what strangers think?" At first, I laughed it off. I thought he was teasing, but slowly his tone changed. His jokes turned into criticism. His love turned into silence. One evening, while I was editing a video, I noticed him standing there watching me. His eyes weren't loving anymore. They were cold. He said, "You care more about your followers than your own husband." I froze. Deep down, I feared he might be right. But creating content wasn't about fame. It was how I survived my loneliness. It was my way of breathing when love in our home started to suffocate. Days turned into weeks. He stopped eating with us. He barely spoke. Our little boy would ask, "Mommy, why doesn't Daddy smile anymore?" And I'd force a smile back, saying, "He's just tired." But I knew our marriage was slipping through my fingers. Then one night, he came home with packed bags. I asked, "Where are you going?" He looked at me, no anger, no sadness, just emptiness. He said, "I can't do this anymore. You love that phone more than this family." I begged him to stay. I promised I'd change. I said I'd take a break, anything. But he only said, "It's too late." Our son woke up to see him leaving. He ran after him crying, "Daddy, please don't go." But he didn't turn back. That moment shattered me. Watching the man I loved walk away from his family, not because of betrayal, not because of hate, but because he couldn't understand my dream. Weeks passed. The silence in our home grew heavier. I still recorded, but now the smile on my face wasn't real. My voice would shake between takes. One day, I found an old video, the one he filmed for me before everything changed. He was behind the camera, laughing, cheering me on. I broke down, realizing that the man who once believed in me no longer existed. But that pain taught me something. You can lose people who claim to love you, but you should never lose yourself trying to keep them. Today, it's just me and my son. We're rebuilding, slowly and quietly. And yes, I still create content. Not to prove anything, not to chase approval, but because it's my way of healing. If you ever love something deeply and someone tries to make you choose between your passion and your peace, choose yourself.